There we go. Now we're moving. Welcome to the Doolittle Community Center here at the Las Vegas Global Basketball Summer League. Right here we have the PointStreak in the white uniforms taking on the London Lions in the blue. 0-0 scores. We're just a few seconds late getting started here. I'm Casey Rustak, joined by Sean Wally. As heading inside there was Emil Clayton for the Lions and getting fouled. So Emil Clayton with a chance for the London Lions in the blue shirts, going from left to right on your screen for the first points of the game. Clayton will knock down the first free throw. And it's the second one. A quick 2-0 lead for the London Lions. Leslie Robinson controlling things for the PointStreak. Quincy Okulier inside and gets the roll for the points. Melvin Mitchell now controls it right in front of us. Calling out a play here. Tim Kenzik. And a foul called there on the PointStreak.
You know, KC, this is a time in the beginning of the game where these teams need to feel each other out and figure out what style of play they're going to have. And a lot of these guys don't know each other. They've only met each other in the last day or two. So it's kind of tough for them to gel and have a great game, and that's what they're trying to do.
Tim Kazicic inbounding here. Emil Clayton throwing one up. Rebound control there by the big man and followed home by Nishard Walker. 4-2 your score as the London Lions have a 2-point lead on the Nishard Walker follow-up. PointStreak ball. Raymond Jarrett inbounding to Leslie Robinson. Robinson a deep two off the mark and rebounded there by the Lions with Ian Salter. Salter on the inbounds to Emil Clayton. Kanzik over again to Nishad Walker. This time he's off the mark. That one again off the mark and rebound controlled by Okulier. Leslie Robinson. Back out to the top. Off balance shot there from CJ Trotter will miss. Ball finds its way back to Emil Clayton. Deep two there from Tim Kazic. 7-2 lead here for the London Lions here in the first period. Three there from Raymond Jarrett, and that one goes down. First three of the game there for Raymond Jarrett.
Great high arc on that shot. It's a good thing for PointStreak if he gets hot.
Melvin Mitchell dribbling inside, sends it back towards the middle. Bit of a mishandle there and swatted out of bounds by Zane Knowles. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Tim Kazikit slaps the ball, inbounds it. Kazic send one through for two.
Close contest here in the early going, 7-7.
And And CJ Trotter the other way, fouled on the three-pointer, count the basket, and a chance for a 4-point play.
It's very unusual in basketball, but it's always good to have an opportunity at 4 points. Doesn't happen very often. You know, Casey, something great about this league is that it's also a training ground and a showcase for the officials, and we have 3 of them here at every game, 1 out of the D-League and 2 out of Europe.
Neil Clayton dribbling up the floor, sends it across. Salter, he'll try a deep shot, he gets it. Big man can shoot.
Got a couple hot shooting teams here this afternoon in Las Vegas.
$11 to 9 your score.
Seems to be some confusion as to whether there was a timeout or not. And there is not, and we are just about back to action.
Quincy Okulier from Northwood out to inbound. Leslie Robinson goes around the Okulier pick, sends it over, and CJ Trotter's shot is off the mark. Robinson dishes inside Zane Knowles' shot, and he is fouled.
If you're going to take it in the paint, there is a good chance you will get hacked and fouled, as definitely on defense, they don't want to let any basket be made in their paint, in their house. If you bring it to the house, you're going to have to earn it at the free throw line.
So Zane Knowles will shoot 2 here. Swishes home that first one. Has a chance to tie this game up at 11 if he makes the next one. Tie game at 11 as Knowles knocks down both his free throws. Emil Clayton tries getting inside, gets it over Okulier, and the bounce counts. The other way for CJ Trotter. Now Leslie Robinson, a deep shot. That one off the mark. Rebound pulled down. Here's a chance. There's Shed Whalen from Middle Tennessee on the fast break. Gets the easy dunk. 15-10 lead here for the London Lions.
Looked like Wellian was disappointed he didn't have a bigger dunk.
Raymond Jarrett shot off the mark. Neil Clayton. Ahead for Melvin Mitchell. Mitchell with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Salter. Already made one from that position, instead passes it off. Kazicic is fouled before the shot. So that shot will not count, but Kazicic will head to the line.
PointStreak getting set to make wholesale substitutions. 4 guys entering the game, just 1 for the London Lions. Jordan Mays out of Arizona into the game for the London Lions.
Still Emil Clayton in there. Salter. Charles Walker, and that clock will run out there on Chad Whalen. And a timeout will be called here by PointStreak. first period, 15-11. The London Lions lead PointStreak. PointStreak with the ball in the white uniforms. And a foul called as Rashard Gibson was charging towards the basket.
A lot of fouls early on in this contest, Casey. There's 3 apiece, and we're just barely halfway into the first period.
Gerald Coles controlling it for PointStreak. And another away from the ball foul is called this time on Tim Kazichich. .5:44 in the first period. Roy Giles to inbound for PointStreak. This is Bazingo Aguye, and he scores.
What a sweet move there along the baseline.
15-13 now. London Lions still on top. Jordan Mays turns around and finds Chad Whalen. Can't finish. And rebound pulled down by Aguye. The other way goes Gibson. Pass deflected there by Clayton. Comes across the other side. Roy Giles, a shot off the mark. Able to get the ball back as Giles. Nice pass over to Gerald Coles, who finishes, and it's a 15-15 tie game. Jordan Mays goes inside, gets it, and the foul.
Nice hard move to the basket there by Mays, and if you notice, the last 3 buckets, the last 2 for PointStreak, that one there for the Lions, they're all attacking the rack, and good things are happening.
So Jordan Mays completes the 3-point play. Roy Giles goes around the screen inside the 3-point line, gives it up for Aguye, pass it over, and Okulie will knock down the shot. Up ahead quickly to Alan Payne. And looks like Payne was fouled.
I believe he stepped on the end line.
It will remain, however, with the London Lions, so I'll say that ball was off PointStreak. No Clayton. The inbound. Great find there for Chad Whalen. He has the easy 2. Giles working on Salter. He moves well for a big man. Moving in. Wild shot won't go. Rebound comes loose for Whalen. He can't get to it in time. Giles picks it up. Giles struggling to control it. Loose ball still on the floor. And finally a whistle blows. I think a jump ball is being called there out of all the chaos.
Definitely a mass of bodies on the hardwood floor as they definitely go after that basketball and want to have possession and score the bucket.
So jump ball coming here. Alan Payne will take it for the London Lions, and getting up there to get it was Roy Giles. Didn't have the height advantage, but got the ball. Gerald Coles for PointStreak. Coles trying to find some room, running along that 3-point line. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Coles tries driving the lane, finds an opening, and the short shot no good. Rebound by Melvin Mitchell. Up ahead for Whalen. And back out for Emil Clayton. Clayton dribbles inside and is fouled. take that one out underneath the basket, I believe is the call.
Last drive by PointStreak. Nice moves in the lane, but again, the guard didn't share the ball, and they did not score.
Raymond Jarrett checks in for PointStreak. Neil Clayton's shot off the mark, and Zane Knowles collects the rebound, starts it the other way for PointStreak. Gerald Colts over to Roy Giles. His shot goes off the mark. Fast break for Melvin Mitchell, gets to the bucket and finishes.
A nice move down low for the Lions as they are out to a 5-point lead.
Shard Gibson giving it up for Raymond Jarrett. Jarrett back to Gibson. Gibson charges the bucket, layup short. Rebound controlled there by Alan Payne. Payne over to Melvin Mitchell. Mitchell trying to find some help there, gets it inside to Kazicic. Great delay move, and Kazicic finishes.
The Lions are sharing the ball, and look who's winning the game.
24-17, London Lions on top of PointStreak here. And a timeout called. PointStreak calls the timeout. They trail by 7 here, 2:02 left here in the first period. Rusnak along with Sean Wally. Here at the Doolittle Center. Rashard Gibson controlling it for PointStreak off the timeout. Pull-up jumper is short, and there's on the finish, Zane Knowles. Offensive rebound there.
Knowles was in the right place at the right time.
Kazicic goes outside. Whalen the shot, and that's a good three.
Ball movement, ball movement, and ball movement. The Lions are doing it, and they're winning the contest.
Jefferson Kuzman checked in for the London Lions there. Knowles near the free throw line, spins to the basket, has it blocked by Whalen. Try to start the fast break. Kazicic goes to the bucket, has it rejected. Great defense from Rashard Gibson to get back. Now a jump shot good from Alan Payne. Ian Salter, Roy Giles tried the two and whistle blows. Looks like he was fouled on the shot, and Roy Giles will get two.
You know, Casey, it's interesting to note the two coaches and what seems to be different styles. For PointStreak, you've got Lewis Lofton, a little more observing, taking it all in, a little bit laid back. But for the London Lions, you've got Vincent Macaulay Razar, all the way from London, their actual head coach in the EuroLeague. So he's the voice you hear in the background, and he's up off his seat and adamant about his team.
Second free throw misses. Inside a minute left here in the first period. A three off the mark. Rebound controlled by Gerald Colts. Colts starts it up quickly. Roy Giles to the bucket and gets the roll.
Nice fast break by PointStreak. They needed that to close out this first period.
That'll cut the lead to single digits, a 30-21 lead. The Lions hold over PointStreak. Jefferson Guzman flips it over to Chad Whalen. Melvin Mitchell. Cross for Alan Payne, back to Mitchell, Kazicic, Guzman. Spins it inside, Kazicic, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Great spin around move and finish.
4 passes there for the Lions before they got a shot off, and the shot was about 6 inches from the rim.
Gerald Colts slowing things down for the last shot. 5 seconds left on the clock. Colts spreads it inside, hoping for Knowles, swatted away. Kazicic has got to get it down the floor quickly. And there's 0 on the clock as the ball goes out of bounds, so that'll be the end of the first period. 32-21. The London Lions have the lead over PointStreak.
Oh my gosh, it's so loud in my ears.
Yeah, right here will be your headphones.
Yours too loud? Or?
Well, I'm in right here. Try that. I didn't know.
Here for the second period at the Doolittle Center here in Las Vegas, Nevada. PointStreak putting up a shot with Raymond Jarrett off the mark. They trail early in this game. Alan Payne now for the London Lions. Jefferson Guzman, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Guzman being guarded closely there by Leslie Robinson. Gets it inside, and unable to finish there was Melvin Mitchell. CJ Trotter for PointStreak pulls up for 3 and nails it. They're going to roll that one to deep too, a foot on the line there for CJ Trotter. Melvin Mitchell over to Jefferson Guzman, lost it off his hands, and it's a turnover.
Turnover's never a good idea, and of course, you give the ball back to the other team, so you want to avoid that. But PointStreak definitely needs them as they're down in this contest.
CJ Trotter across for Raymond Jarrett. Alumier. Trotter now. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Raymond Jarrett dribbling inside, trying to get to the bucket, rejected by Seltzer, but there's a foul. Foul called on Seltzer, and Jarrett will get 2 shots.
Great help side defense there by the Lions, just didn't work out for them as the foul was committed.
Jarrett Goes home the first free throw. PointStreak trying to whittle away at the London Lions lead. They have it back to single digits. And Jarrett knocks them both down.
Free throws always key in basketball.
Emil Clayton calling for a screen, gives it over for Salter. Salter working on Okulier. Back up to Clayton, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Clayton goes inside, gets it around Okulier, but couldn't finish it. And rebound pulled down by Trotter. Trotter has it poked away from behind by Clayton. Clayton's gonna throw it ahead. Here's Whalen, lost it. And goes back the other way. And Raymond Jarrett again will head to the charity stripe.
It was like a volleyball match out there. The ball was going back and forth, up in the air, loose ball everywhere, but finally PointStreak grabbed that ball and ran with it.
Saw that a little bit in the first game. A lot of turnovers and crazy plays as these two teams aren't quite used to each other yet. Jarrett again knocks down the free throw. And Jarrett called out short but hit it anyways. 4 for 4 on free throws is Raymond Jarrett. 32-27, the London Lions still control. Whalen, back for Mitchell. Alan Payne now. Sit back for Whalen. Shot there from Mitchell. Three is no good, pulled down by Okulier.
PointStreak on a nice run right now, and they've got the ball looking to score and cut into this 5-point lead.
Robinson and Raymond Jarrett controlling it. Okulier will try the deep two. That one's off the rim. Rebound pulled down by Aguenu, and he is fouled.
You look at how PointStreak is cutting into the Lions' lead. You just have to look at fouls. PointStreak's committed none so far in the second period. That's 3 now for the Lions.
This is Bamizoku Agwumnie shooting 2 for PointStreak as he misses the first one. Hard to say that name 3 times fast.
Hey, nice job, Casey.
I'm sure I'm nowhere close to is the issue. Agwumnie does knock down the second one. 28-32, a 4-point lead is all the London Lions have now over PointStreak. Salter lost the ball there. Looks like a foul is called on him as well. Foul called on Salter. Raymond Jarrett off the inbound. Agwumnie back to Jarrett. Jarrett spinning around, lost the ball, and recovered by Kazicic. Emil Clayton now. Off the turnover, goes inside. Kick back around for Kazicic. Alan Payne, a wide open 3 off the front iron. Aguenu all the way inside, had it blocked, but followed up and thrown down by Okulier.
The big dunk down low.
Kazicic the other way, denied by Okulier, but followed up by Salter. Great both 2 plays from Quincy Okulier. Alley-oop, and it's thrown down by Raymond Jarrett.
PointStreak is on fire right now, leading the way. Quincy Okoli definitely taking over this basketball game for PointStreak.
Timeout London Lions as the PointStreak has gotten things going here at the Doolittle Center in Las Vegas.
didn't know. I thought you were. You said I wasn't an agent.
Back here to Doolittle Center, quick turnover, and it's C.J. Trotter throwing down the jam off the London Lions turnover.
The hammer tomahawk.
Emil Clayton dribbling in, and he's fouled by Leslie Robinson for PointStreak. Non-shooting foul. Lions will take it out of bounds. Kazicic looks at Salter and gives it to him. Salter will try the three. That one off the iron and pulled down on the other side here by Gerald Colts. Robinson off the mark. Salter pulls it down. 34-34 tie game here. Clayton goes inside. Got the foul before Okulie could get his hands on it.
Driving the basket, good things are going to happen. Normally you're going to make the shot, or in this case, get fouled and try to earn them at the charity stripe. PointStreak's been on a nice run. They've tied this game up, and now the Lions trying to go back in front.
Emil Clayton put the Lions ahead, and he will, 35-34. Has one more free throw here as things get a little bit quiet in the Doolittle Center. Clayton's second free throw splashes in. 2-point lead for the London Lions as Leslie Robinson will take it up the court for PointStreak. Boyd Giles. Coulier shoots it over Salter off the front iron and pulled out of the air by Alan Payne. Back to Clayton. Clayton over to Salter. Deep two from Salter. That's good.
Big man with a nice long-range jumper.
Leslie Robinson over to Roy Giles. Agunier dribbles inside on Salter. Rejected there. Salter held his ground. Agunier's got it back. Now Robinson. To the top, three-pointer from C.J. Trotter, nails it as the buzzer sounds.
Great shot there as the 24-second shot clock was expiring.
Clayton again for the Lions, over to Salter. Salter leads it down low to Kazicic. Looks like he got fouled there, and no call. Kazicic does pick up the second foul though. Zane Knowles will check back in, along with Rochard Gibson and Gerald Colts, 4-point-streak. Just say Kazicic was not in the act of shooting there, but a fresh 24 is on the clock for the Lions. Elvin Mitchell off the inbound, getting it to Salter. He gets fouled there. Great play off the inbound.
Pushed in the back there by Zane Knowles of PointStreak. You can't do that. But he had to do what he could do to try to stop the bucket from happening, and he did.
And we'll see how the big man can shoot free throws here. That one goes off the back iron.
It's always amazing to me, KC, how he can make a 15-footer, 20-footer from the outside and then brick the first free throw.
Splashes down the second one, though. 39-37. London Lions lead it. Gerald Colts dribbling around the three-point arc. Roy Giles now. Try a deep two. That one off the iron. Rebound controlled by Agunier, and he is fouled.
Hard foul down low by Ian Salter.
So, Bambizoku Agumie shooting free throws again. That one well off. That one off the front iron. Ian Salter pulls it down. Emil Clayton running up the court is fouled by Roy Giles. And immediate timeout here. Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. London Lions and PointStreak going at it. And right now is the visiting London Lions holding on to a 39-37 lead with 5:52 remaining here in the second quarter. Emil Clayton controlling it for the Lions, trying to get them on top by 2 possessions. Kazicic. Looks like another issue here with the shot clock. We'll wind it down to 19. Emil Clayton will take it out of bounds. Kazicic on the top. Picks up the screen from Salter. Back over to Clayton. Clayton for 3. That one off the front iron. Long rebound. Is found by Roy Giles up ahead for Rashard Gibson, and he lays it in.
Yet another tie game at 39.
Up ahead, Kazicic trying to find Salter, turned it over. Now Colts, alley-oop, it off the hands of Roy Giles, and a lucky bounce there as the point still goes.
The shooters roll.
Meant to throw an alley-oop, hit his hands, win it anyways. Whatever gets the job done, I suppose.
I'm sure they'll take it.
41-39. PointStreak now leading things. Back and forth game here. Able to get the ball into Emil Clayton. Now Salter working on Zane Knowles. Salter dribbling inside, runs into a double team, and turned the ball over. Stepped out of bounds.
It was a case there of a big man trying to do too much, trying to find his inner point guard, and not a good idea.
Banizoko Agumie inbounding it. Rashard Gibson working on Kazicic. Gibson trying to get inside, throws one high and gets the roll.
Typically trying to do it all yourself doesn't always work out well, but that time it did.
Here's Emil Clayton. Trying to find somewhere to dribble, throws it to Kazicic, down low. Kazicic is fouled by Knowles.
PointStreak on a 6-0 run right now. We'll see how these free throws fall for the Lions.
Kazic, a lot of points early, got subbed out. Trying to get things going again as he knocks down the first free throw. Quincy Okulie will check back in for Agunwie. Kazicic's second shot off the back iron. Salter trying to chase it down. Okulie able to save it though for PointStreak. Gerald Colts. Pass one over for Roy Giles. Knowles for Okulie. His shot off the iron rolls around and is pulled down by Kazicic. Emil Clayton down the right side. Tries getting into the lane. Pull-up jumper off the glass and in.
Great drive there by the Lions. They're cutting into the PointStreak lead.
Shard Gibson. Working on Kazicic. Ball hit off a couple of hands and will stay with PointStreak.
The Lions don't agree on that call, but when it doesn't go your way, do you ever agree?
I certainly don't. I was always one to argue with the referees. Colds will inbound for Rashard Gibson. Raymond Jarrett now. Feeds it down low for Okulie. Now Colds, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Raymond Jarrett for three, off the mark. And a foul called against PointStreak. It'll be turned over to the Lions.
7 fouls now in the quarter for PointStreak.
Chase Norwood checking into the game for the Lions.
Hard
While
screen there.
Emil Clayton goes to the basket. Salter unable to follow it up. Finds the ball and all the traffic. Gets it to Clayton while on the ground. Good find there. Clayton throws it away, and they are not able to save the backcourt violation.
You had the best of both worlds if you were the Lions there. You had the great scrap down low to save the ball, but then you throw it away over and back.
43-32. PointStreak has a 1-point lead with 3:01 left when we come back.
Preference on when I talk?
What you're doing now is perfect.
Sometimes it's too fast transition for me to get a word in.
What you're doing now is good. Get a little more right in the back of me doing the telecast, y'all. Doing their thing.
PointStreak gripped the ball. Gerald Colts on the three-point line. Emil Clayton reaching in. Colts across. Okulie going in. Quincy Okulie gets his second bucket of the game. Chad Whalen back in for the Lions. Gives it up for Melvin Mitchell. Back to Whalen. Clayton. Rashard Walker. Inside, they got it to Melvin Mitchell. He's fouled, and he'll shoot two. And timeout.
Global basketball, y'all. This is our second year in the GBSL. 2014. We started from the bottom. 2 minutes. Now we here. We all we got. That might be scary.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team.
Water?
I'm good. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here.
Back here at the Doolittle Center in Las Vegas, Casey Rusnak along with Sean Wally for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the first half between the London Lions and PointStreak, who currently have the lead 45-42. As knocking down the free throw, Melvin Mitchell will cut into that lead. He'll still have another one to shoot here. And Mitchell's second free throw rattles home. It's a 1-point game again. Gerald Colts throws it towards Zane Knowles, intercepted and laid in by Chase Norwood. He missed it. Norwood on the easy one missed it, and taken on by PointStreak. Will Clayton, or for Zane Knowles, and traveling call.
Yeah, the Lions had a great full court press, and they had to take advantage of that once they got the ball, but they could not put it in the basket.
Melvin Mitchell across for Chad Whalen. 2 minutes left here in the half. Melvin Mitchell now. Rashad Walker, long jumper is good.
And the Lions retake the lead, 46-45.
Rashard Gibson working on Clayton. Picks it up for Gerald Colts. Colts goes inside, pull-up jumper. Rattles around and is pulled down by Melvin Mitchell. Clayton, nice crossover move, has some room down the lane, goes in, lays it up, rejected by Okulier, but a foul. Clayton fouled before the rejection, so he'll get 2 shots.
Foul being assessed to Raymond Jarrett of PointStreak.
Neil Clayton shooting 2 here. That one goes right off the back iron and right back to him. PointStreak's going to make some substitutions here. CJ Trotter checks in, along with Leslie Robinson. Clayton gets the second one to roll. Now a 2-point lead for the London Lions as this game's been back and forth. 1:20 left. 3-pointer's good from CJ Trotter.
It was a long 3 with some awkward rotation, but nonetheless, 3 points on the board.
That puts PointStreak back on top, 48-47. Just over a minute left here. Chad Whalen. Rashad Walker now along 2. That one off the mark, and it's pulled down by CJ Trotter. Trotter turned the ball over, picked up by Emil Clayton. Clayton tries the alley-oop, and it's finished off by Whalen.
Got to be careful not to get too fancy, although it did work this time around.
Quincy Okulier drives, finishes. Good hop step there from Okulier. 30 seconds left, 50-49. PointStreak has the lead as Clayton goes charging down.
Casey, this is definitely a much closer contest than game 1 today.
That won a 40-point blowout. Storm over the Spartans. 20 seconds left, 10 on the shot clock. Clayton thought about the pull-up jumper, instead kicks it over. And the long jumper from Mitchell off the mark, picked up by PointStreak. Buzzer sounds, but everyone keeps playing. Leslie Robinson, 3 seconds left, throws one up. And that buzzer does indeed count. End of the first half. And it is PointStreak holding a 1-point lead, 50-49 over the London Lions. second?
Yeah, let's take a breath, grab some water, and figure out what we want to say.
Okay.
We'll knock it out. I mean, we've got 6 minutes, so maybe we'll do it at 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes,
Yeah.
and make it a minute or so, a minute and a half, or whatever. So we'll talk about this game, and then we'll talk about the league in general, what the league's about, what it's for, and it's a showcase, and everybody, including us, is hoping to turn it into bigger and better things. I wish we could look at it without it recording.
I know I got to be a little closer to you for this to work.
Hey, Walt, is there any way to look at the eyesight without it recording it? Just like a preview? Is there a preview window anywhere? Where is it? What's the P up top?
That's preview. I forgot.
This is the preview area. This would be nice just to look at it and make sure we look decent before we. But you can edit it out, right? If we look like crap.
Yeah. All this is gonna be edited in there. So
Okay.
just
Okay.
tomorrow we're gonna be on point.
Sounds good. We're getting there. We're getting there.
That should be up tonight. I think they're actually live
Probably
right
got to
now.
move this closer. You want to talk the whole time, or to go to PointStreak?
You want to talk like the entire time, or
And there should be
Well, you bring us.
just feel it as it goes, or
You bring us back, and
so they come in.
it's halftime of the London Lions versus PointStreak game,
50-49.
tight game, 50-49. Casey alongside Sean, and lead me into something, question or comment. Here we go. You want to be in it? You want your torso in?
Hopefully we get that tag drop though. That shit right back.
yeah. I'm good. You can use it though. Back here at the Doolittle Center here in Las Vegas, I'm Casey Rusnak, joined by Sean Wally. That brave part there. It's been a pretty exciting game as the PointStreak holds the lead over the London Lions 50-49 as we're about 2 minutes away from starting up the second half here. And Sean, it's been a pretty back and forth game, guys trying to stand out. Who do you think stood up so far in this game?
Well, Casey, I think one of the big differences in this contest and the first game here in the Global Basketball Summer League is that the teams are sharing the ball. They're playing team ball, team defense, they're spreading the ball around. And the coaches are into the game, the coaches are talking to the players, and right now it's a tight 1-point game, 50-49.
Yeah, it's difficult to really pick out one player. It's been so back and forth, and both teams are really doing a good job of getting every single player involved. I'd say if I had to pick one guy, Emil Clayton has really been out there for almost the entire game. I'm not even sure if he has been subbed out, but the point guard for the Lions has been doing a good job controlling the ball and making things happen.
Yeah, and if you take a look at the Summer League in general, it's about showcasing. It's about showcasing their talent for these players. There's agents here, there's scouts here, and these players are looking to turn this league into their next contract, whether it be overseas, whether it be up in Canada, whether it be a different league here in the U.S., like the IBL or the PBL or any of the smaller independent leagues. And that's the goal, and hopefully some of these players can make that happen.
Yeah, it's the same with the referees and us as well, trying to turn something small like this into a bigger contract. Although I wouldn't quite call this small. It's good turnout here as far as scouts and other people. We've seen some fans here and there trickling to see what's happening here.
Yeah, it's definitely a good product being put on by Daryl Rishaw and his crew, and global basketball is on its way, and turn it into big things here in Vegas.
About a minute left here before we kick things off again between PointStreak and the London Lions. We'll bring you right back to see I don't think I was really in the show.
I'm noticing when you were talking and looking at me and looking, these appear to be omnidirectional.
Yeah.
So, because you were getting a lot clearer when you were like right there.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Like,
I was trying to be like, yeah.
Kind of bites.
Figure it out.
We'll just have to make sure we're right there. All right, I'll see if I can pull up PointStreak. I've never used it. I don't know.
It should be like PointStreak.com, and it's not that difficult to use.
Germany's winning.
The scorekeeper to get back to the table.
I don't have the scoreboard.
Okay. Scrolling down, maybe, or basketball.
The guy who got hurt took the ball.
That was his ball.
I just gave him the ball. The guy who got hurt took his ball.
Apparently PointStreak is playing all over. And none of them are ours. Those are all finals. Hey, what's his name? Derek.
Hey, that's the dead ball, bro.
Remember his name?
Derek.
Yeah, Derek. I was right. Hey, Derek. 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 How do I find stats? You know, I'm on PointStreak. Also, it won't be on the website yet. Okay.
All right.
Second half action, y'all. Global Basketball 2014.
Back here at the Doolittle Center in Las Vegas, Casey Russack along with Sean Wally. We start the second half. PointStreak leading 50-49 as a long three by C.J. Trotter is an air ball and turnover to the London Lions.
Coming out of a timeout and you shoot an air ball and don't get anything out of it. Not a good way to start.
Emil Clayton has not gotten much rest in this game, but doesn't look like he really needs it. Sends it across for Salter. Melvin Mitchell. Pull-up shot off the mark. Salter able to corral it. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell's floater no good. And controlled by Quincy Okulier. Leslie Robinson sends it across. Trotter tries another three. That one's short, but does hit the rim this time. Emil Clayton controlling things for the Lions. Sends it across. Melvin Mitchell a three. That one's off the mark. Both teams struggling with the long-range jumpers.
Coming out of halftime, you'd think they'd be fresh. They're looking like they've got tired legs.
Ian Salter, a nice defensive play. Kazic picks it up. And now Emil Clayton will steadily walk over midcourt. Picks up the screen from Salter. Clayton. Nashad Walker. Dangerous pass across, but Mitchell picks it up, drives the rim, makes one off the glass, and I believe a goaltending was called there on Quincy Okulier.
What do you think of those bright pink shoes there, Casey?
I sure do like them. I mean, Okulier is playing pretty well out there. He's got the honey badger look and everything. The Mari Stoudemire glasses. He's a fashionable guy. I like it.
Hard to miss with those.
As long as you know what, as long as you're playing well, that look good, feel well, look good, play good, why not?
That's right, as long as it works.
Offensive foul called there on PointStreak. Turned over again to the Lions. Scoreboard is showing 50-50, but it should be 51-50 as they now correct that. They only gave 1 point on that goaltending. Now they have it corrected. It is 51-50 in favor of the visiting London Lions. Emil Clayton drives in, kicks it back out for Salter. Back to Clayton. Trying to pick and roll there with Salter. Clayton still has it stripped there by Alan Payne. And turned over again. A lot of turnovers in this second half.
Did they get too much rest at halftime?
That must have been it. Cooled down too much. That 8-minute break was too much as a pull-up jumper there from Leslie Robinson falls down.
Nice shot, great rotation, spot up hit.
Melvin Mitchell. Get across for Nishad Walker. Kazicic back to Salter. Salter gonna try dribbling in here. Banks one high off the glass. That one doesn't fall. Good defense from Zane Knowles. And back the other way goes Raymond Jarrett. Inside as bodies collide. And a foul being called there as Zane Knowles came crashing in, and we'll have the opportunity to shoot free throws.
I'm a little surprised that was called a block. The only way I could see how it was and is if he was in the restricted area.
And I believe that is what they did call there. So Zane Knowles will get 2 shots as they try to work the scuffs out of the floor there. (52-51). PointStreak leads it. Knowles trying to extend that lead as soon as we're ready with the floor. And Knowles' first free throw of the day, splash. I'll make it 53-51. And Knowles will make it a 3-point game. 54-51. Clayton being pressured here by Leslie Robinson. Give it up for Melvin Mitchell. Mitchell drives the lane. Salter, mid-range jumper off the back iron. Rallied by Mitchell. Mitchell puts it back up and scores.
Great job down low by Mitchell to fight for that basketball and score the bucket.
Leslie Robinson. He'll pull a jump up too, and that's good.
You could see it right when he released. Great vantage point here at our broadcast booth, and he was on fire.
Here's Kazicic. He's driving in. Lays one over Okulier. And Okulier took a tough foul there. Kazicic had already missed the shot when he hit him.
You could see some of his teammates in disbelief that, man, what'd you have to hit him for? That was coming back to us, but he did commit the crime. He's got to do the time.
It's an over-aggressive play there. He's had a few highlight reel plays in that first half. Okulier did. As Kazicic knocks out his first free throw. And cuts it to a 2-point game. Second one goes off the front iron and corralled by Zane Knowles. Robinson goes inside for Okulier, swatted away by Melvin Mitchell. Now Mitchell the other way, hits Salter in stride, but before the play, an offensive foul. I believe they actually called that a step on the sideline there. Raymond Jarrett now. He's over for Leslie Robinson. To the top, Zane Knowles, being guarded by Salter. Turned over by Trotter. Here's Emil Clayton. Goes to the basket, swatted away by Trotter. Got back on defense, and there's Kazicic on a steal. Over for Nashad Walker. Thoughts about shooting, instead gives it across. Emil Clayton charges in, lays it off the glass and in. Good passing there from the Lions.
Definitely sharing the ball on that possession, and look, they've tied the game at 56.
Leslie Robinson's going to try to go in, and that one laid home instead by Raymond Jarrett. Emil Clayton now, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Give it up for Nashad Walker. Melvin Mitchell now switches places with him. He'll drive it, has it swatted away there, followed up by Kazic and in.
Great block by PointStreak, but just fell right into the hands of the Lions, who tied the game at 58.
Knowles going in on Salter. Salter, good defense. Knowles able to get it back. He's going to try Salter again. Instead, kicks it out, and it'll go off of the foot of Kazic and out of bounds and stay with PointStreak.
Definite seesaw battle here in game 2 on day 1 of the Global Basketball Summer League. 58 all. Who wants this game? Who wants to win?
This one's going to come down to the wire, I think, as Gerald Colds moves in on Kazic and draws the foul.
Nice job on the baseline by Gerald Colds. Almost got that shot to fall as he was bumped and fading away. Heading to the free throw line is Colds trying to take the lead back for PointStreak.
Colds' first free throw, up and in, rattles home. Really tight, intense game here. We know that the players are, kind of playing for themselves as far as getting a job, but we've been with the coaches all week, and they're really competitive out there, and I'm sure that's transferring down to the players as, these games are important for them as Kazic turns around, throws one up and in. Lions take the lead, 60-59. Gerald Colds working on Clayton. Brunelier can't finish. Clayton the other way, lays one up, and counted in the foul.
A little bit of back and forth there as the ball was pickpocketed a few times. The Lions took advantage, driving straight to the cup, going to the line for a potential three-point play.
Lions a chance to make this a two-possession game as got a three-point lead here. Emil Clayton trying to get an old-fashioned three here.
Interesting to note, Clayton out of Berlin.
And Germany's up 1-0 in the World Cup right now, as he just informed me at halftime. Good news for Clayton here, as Gerald Colts trying to erase that 4-point deficit. Lloyd Giles now feeds it for Okulier. Okulier, a long jumper. That one rattles around and is pulled down by Alan Payne. Payne throws it away, but it went off of PointStreak, so it will stay with the Lions. Jefferson Guzman's going to check in for the London Lions. And Melvin Mitchell will come off for him. Alan Payne to inbound the ball. Emil Clayton finds a lane, gets to the basket, and fouled there by Okulier. Thought he had a clean block.
I think if there's one area that Okulier can improve on is figuring out how to not commit the hard foul when he does go for that block.
Yeah, he sure does come in hard, and it's pretty effective, but he's got to learn at this level that the fouls will get called on the follow-through too, not just on when they have the ball. So Clayton will shoot free throws again, trying to extend the Lions' lead as they've opened it up slightly here as he misses the first one. Clayton's second free throw, straight into the basket. Pull-up jumper the other way. Roy Giles' shot is off. Tries following it up. Giles stumbles it around. Agunlie is called for the travel. Banizoko and Gunwie can call for the traveling violation.
PointStreak head coach Lewis Lofton not happy with the call, doesn't agree, but that's the way it's going to be.
Whalen on the inbounds. Over to Alan Payne. Alan Payne sends one off the glass and in over the head of Quincy Okulie there.
I have no idea how Okulie missed that block.
The other way, Leslie Robinson finishes one off. Excuse me, that was Gerald Coles actually, as pulling up for free is Whalen, and he's off. This one's picked up by Agunwie. Cross it comes for Roy Giles. He's able to crash the lane and score.
Excellent drive by Giles, taking it baseline to the rack.
Media timeout here at the Doolittle Center. Stick around and we'll come back as soon as it's over. Doolittle Center in Las Vegas. Off the inbound, the Lions thought they had a steal. Looks like that one was called a foul on Jefferson Guzman. I believe that's what they're going to end up ruling there, as the Lions will instead take it. Neil Clayton all the way up the floor, uncontested to the rim, and he's fouled and still scores. Tough foul to take from Banizoko Agunwie. Wait, how many times has Emil Clayton had a and-one opportunity here?
Quite a bit here in this third period, and Coach Lofton for PointStreak is unhappy with the officiating, and I don't know that I can blame him right now. Clayton appeared to be pushing off with his off-ball forearm twice, once around half court and the second time going up for the shot.
Gerald Cole's dribbling inside, comes around for Agunwie, trying to make up for the foul, and he does. Two-pointer on the long jumper. Clayton being challenged by Rochard Gibson. Gibson will back off him now. Or for Jefferson Guzman. Guzman travels inside, lost it behind him. Roy Giles the other way in transition, gets to the bucket, and it should be a goaltend here. As Coach Lewis Lofton, you can see on the bottom left of your screen, happy with that call.
It's amazing how quickly Coach Lofton's thoughts on the referees can change once something goes in his favor.
This one a double whammy against the London Lions. It was a goaltend and a foul. So Roy Giles has a chance to get a point for himself and 3 for his team. Shots up and good. It's a 1-point game again. Lions still lead it 69-68. Here's Chad Whalen. Or for Emil Clayton. Clayton dribbling in, throws one up, and the foul.
Clayton definitely a thorn in PointStreak's side right now.
Well, he's just crashing into the lane, throwing it up, and it's going in. And they got to stop trying to touch him or something because he's hot right now, and everything he seems to be throwing up is just finding the bottom of the basket.
Clayton's expecting the bump, the foul, so maybe if you let him go, he won't know what to do.
Clayton will complete the three-point play. Gerald Colds sends it across for Roy Giles. And a whistle is, looks like there was some contact down beneath the basket. Melvin Mitchell's going to sub in here for Emil Clayton. That's the first time Clayton's got any time off in this game. Here's Zane Knowles for PointStreak. Mishandled there by Giles. Giles gets it back. Ogunwiye, reverse layup, good.
Excellent drive there on the baseline to go underneath the hoop and the reverse lay-in off the window.
Melvin Mitchell throws it over the head of Guzman. Good effort there from Ogunwiye to save it. And he stepped on the line before he could get that ball back in. Guzman and Ogunwiye weren't sure who that pass was to, and both of them let it go right through their hands. Now Roy Giles. Traveling around the three-point arc. He'll pull up along two. That one off the rim. Chase Norwood down there fighting for it. He'll throw one up over the head of Ogunwiye and turned over. Giles throws it right back up. Gerald Coles goes in and gets it off the glass. Tie game at 72. Norwood. Better up to there as Norwood in the ball for one of the first times in this game. Was almost lost the ball there, but it'll stay with the Lions.
Interesting to note, so far since Clayton's been out, PointStreak on a 4-0 run.
Jefferson Guzman sends it across for Melvin Mitchell. One-handed hook shot, but he got the foul. Foul goes against Zane Knowles. And Melvin Mitchell a chance to break the tie here with 2 free throws coming. Mitchell's first free throw rattles around and drops down the hole. That'll give the London Lions a 1-point lead. 73-72, 3:18 left here in the third quarter. That one off the front iron and corralled by Gerald Colts. Colts quickly up the floor, runs it to a double team but gets it over. And count it. And the foul.
Great ball handling and the drive there by PointStreak. 3-point play possibility on the way.
Yeah, that was Benezoku Ogunwiye. 4-point streak. Just took that Colts pass and ran off before I could even catch up to him. Off the front iron and pulled down by Norwood. Flip one over, Jefferson Guzman back to Norwood. Now Melvin Mitchell. Back to Norwood. That's across the lane. Guzman, pull-up jumper from mid-range, no good. Corralled there by Alan Payne, and he draws the foul.
The PointStreak bench wanted to travel before the foul. They did not get it.
Media timeout called here at the Doolittle Center, 74-73. When we come back.
what time's your girlfriend get in?
She said she was leaving at 10. It's about a 5-hour drive. So.
Be good timing.
Yeah, it should be.
You guys have plans, or you're just gonna wing it?
Wing it. Back here at the Doolittle Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, Global Basketball Summer League. I'm Casey Rustak, joined by Sean Wally, 74-73. PointStreak holds the lead over the London Lions. Going to the basket there, Alan Payne will get the lead right back.
Great ball movement down low by the Lions.
Gibson sends one off the glass for PointStreak in, and just like that, PointStreak's got the lead back.
Looks like the teams may have found another level of energy at that timeout.
Here's Chad Whalen, the Lions. Now Melvin Mitchell, 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Mitchell goes up for Norwood. Norwood a long jumper. That one off the mark. Rebound corralled though by Alan Payne. Puts one back up. That one off the mark. And it is off the hands there of Norwood. And it turned over to the PointStreak. Gerald Colds controlling it for PointStreak. Rashard Gibson. Down low, Zane Knowles. Send one high over the rim. And looks like a foul was called there against the Lions. I'm actually going to say that went off of a Lions defender and out of bounds. It's tough for us to tell from where we're sitting when the PointStreak subs come on. Kind of block our view of the action. PointStreak retains possession. Great feed there for Okulier, and he finishes. Nice pass from Agunwiye to Okulier.
Nice move to the hoop. PointStreak looking for the foul, but they did not get it.
Chad Whalen. Melvin Mitchell a three. That one off the front of the iron. Pulled down by C.J. Trotter. Raymond Jarrett a long jumper. That's good.
Jarrett's played professionally in Florida. Talked to him a lot yesterday. He's a bright young kid looking for a future in basketball.
Meanwhile, Melvin Mitchell gets to the lane but can't finish on the layup. 5-point lead now for PointStreak. Here's a three-pointer from Leslie Robinson. That's off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds and is turned over to the Lions.
Lions have quietly taken a 5-point lead. Looking at the final minute here in the third period.
I think it's actually PointStreak now with that 5-point lead, as we tend to mix up the home and away teams as they look so similar out there. Emil Clayton checks back in, controls the ball now. Picks up a screen there. Tries the long jumper, that's good. An 18-footer there for Emil Clayton. 45 seconds left here in the third period. 80-77, PointStreak on top. And off the hands there of Melvin Mitchell. Didn't like the call, thought C.J. Trotter touched it instead. Said it will be Trotter from PointStreak to inbound. Now Raymond Jarrett being guarded by Norwood. Agunwiye, step back jumper, falls. Smooth follow through for Agunwiye.
He got game for sure.
Emil Clayton gives it up. Alan Payne, a three, no good. And unable to save that ball was Melvin Mitchell, turned over the PointStreak. PointStreak has quietly opened up a 5-point lead here, and they are clinging to it as the Lions continue to chip away.
That's probably why Clayton is back in the game, as the Clayton effect and his scoring ability were out of the game for a while for the Lions.
Leslie Robinson. Pick and roll for Coulier. Tried to get it back to him, but was fouled.
Just 4 seconds remain in the third period. PointStreak looking for the final shot.
Inbounded to Jarrett, tries the long two, and it'll be waved off, no good. 82-77, PointStreak leads the Lions for the fourth and final quarter when we come back. Good. 82-77, PointStreak leads the London Lions here at the Las Vegas Doolittle Center. I'm Casey Rusnak, joined by Sean Wally and Emil Clayton. Start things off for the Lions. Sat much of that third period, but has been very effective in this game as he starts it off the fourth quarter. Give it up for Melvin Mitchell. Mitchell, right along jumper, and he's fouled on the jump shot.
CJ Trotter thought he got all ball, but the referee did not agree. Fourth and final period upon us here, KC, and we'll see if the urgency picks up a little bit. This is a bit of a more low-scoring game compared to game one, but it is also a closer contest as well. So we'll see if either team decides they want to take hold of it or if it does go down to the wire.
Melvin Mitchell knocking down free throws there. Leslie Robinson for PointStreak. Raymond Jarrett down low. Coulier, he's fouled, but not before travel.
Too many steps in the lane, they'll call it every single time.
So traveling on a Coulier. And the ball comes back to Emil Clayton. Working on Leslie Robinson. Alan Payne had it denied by Coulier, but was fouled. So again, the Lions a chance to shoot free throws here. Can make this a one-point game here, but now just trying to get it to two as the first one misses from Alan Payne. Payne's second attempt is good. Make it an 82-80 game. Roy Giles backing up and giving it over for RJ Jarrett. That one denied at the rim there by Norwood. and then turned over. Giles a three. That one well off the mark. Bouncing ball is finally picked up by Mitchell. Up ahead for Alan Payne. Can't get around a Coulier. Followed up by Mitchell and in.
7-0 run by the Lions.
Raymond Jarrett a long three. Off the mark. Rebound corralled though. Put up and in. Good move there from CJ Trotter to get that rebound and get it up. Clayton. Chad Whalen. And Alan Payne gets it and the foul. There's some excitement out on the court there.
The Lions definitely showing more energy and looking like they want this game a little more than PointStreak at this point, but there's still 10-15 to play.
Payne drains it, and the Lions have recovered the lead here with 10-14 left in the fourth quarter. Leslie Robinson working on Emil Clayton, able to get around him. Hop step in the lane is off, but he was fouled by Clayton.
Free throws are always key, but they're more paramount here in the fourth period. We'll see who can hit them and whether or not that team will move on to victory.
Robinson has a chance to get PointStreak the lead back, and he ties the game there at 85. Zane Knowles will check in here for Roy Giles. Now Robinson for the lead. That's good. Chase Norwood. Now Whalen. Dribbles to the top, sends it over from Melvin Mitchell. Alan Payne now. Long jumper. That's good. Lions get the lead back. Robinson. Trying to get it over to CJ Trotter. Threw up a wild shot, hoping for a bailout call there. I believe a foul was called on Norwood, but not in the act of shooting there. Well, that's at least what the London Lions head coach is trying to argue, but he's not going to get it. So CJ Trotter for the PointStreak to shoot two.
Exactly, Coach Macaulay Rosar for the Lions. He definitely was trying to let the officials know that that was a pass. Apparently they don't agree.
Missed the first one, but makes the second. That's a tie game at 87 now. Chad Whalen will dribble down the right. Alan Payne gets it inside. Norwood's shot no good. The other way goes Raymond Jarrett. Jarrett spinning out of control, throws it towards the basket, and a foul called on Chase Norwood.
I think Jarrett got bailed out by the foul because, as you mentioned, he was a bit out of control and he needed to share that basketball, spread the love, and he did not do that, and the foul bailed him out, sending him to the free throw line.
This game may come down to who makes their free throws. Raymond Jarrett makes that one. Tim Kazicic checks in for Chase Norwood. Jarrett trying to get PointStreak a 2-point lead. Can't do it. 1-point lead for PointStreak. Alan Payne on the screen from Kazicic. Instead gives it over for Melvin Mitchell. Mitchell over to Whalen. That three-pointer off the mark. Rebound Coulier. Robinson pulls up, and his shot off the mark. like a foul was called there on Zane Knowles, offensive foul, and Lions get the ball.
Both of those last two misses by each team seem to be the players looking a little fatigued. The shots were flat. Their legs weren't under them. It's been a rough battle here for PointStreak and the Lions with 8:35 to play.
Melvin Mitchell working on CJ Trotter. Denied at the rim by Okulie. Here's PointStreak in transition. One too many passes there as Jarrett able to recover the ball. Jarrett back it out to the three-point line, had it stripped there for a second, gets the ball back, finds Zane Knowles underneath for the flush.
A hammer dunk down low, shaking the basket is Knowles.
Melvin Mitchell now. Lions down by 3. A throw one towards the front for Whalen, and Whalen knocked over by Leslie Robinson, but it's a traveling call there. I'm going to say that was a flop and a travel. I don't disagree with that call, honestly. Hard to believe that Leslie Robinson could push over a guy as big as Chad Whalen that easily.
I think gravity helped just a little.
Just a little bit. Foul underneath the basket called. Take it out of bounds.
You know, Casey, it's hard for these players to get into a rhythm and be able to play some good basketball because there seems to be a foul on every play or every other play. It's hard to get in good motion.
Ball thrown down low to Okulie, and he's able to finish. Nice snag there from Okulie. A pass from R.J. Jarrett as it's nearly stolen off the inbounds by Leslie Robinson. Instead, it's Emil Clayton corralling things for the Lions. Lions again find themselves down by 5 here, 92-87. Clayton. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Melvin Mitchell, 3 seconds left. Backs off his man and shoots an air ball, 24-second violation.
PointStreak with the 5-point lead, also a 5-point run, up 92-87.
A timeout called on the floor, 92-87 when we come back for the fourth quarter.
What's up, man? All the way from Berlin. Really?
$7:10 left here in the fourth quarter. 92-87. PointStreak on top. Charging in lane. Robinson couldn't get the reverse layup. And rebound pulled down by Nashard Walker. Up to Emil Clayton. Tries dribbling in. Has it swatted away there by CJ Trotter. PointStreak in transition. And Raymond Jarrett was fouled.
Back on the other end for the Lions, no surprise that Clayton took the ball into the lane himself. He seems to do a lot of creating his own shot.
So Jarrett will shoot 2. Nails the first one. Extend that 5-point lead. And now it's a 3-possession game. 94-87.
A 7-0 run by PointStreak to give them their 7-point lead.
Mitchell goes inside, denied by Zane Knowles. Here's Okulie in transition. He's got Emil Clayton to beat. Spinorama move, lays it in.
Fabulous spin and the layup. Good for PointStreak, extending their lead.
Ball comes back out to Emil Clayton, saves it just before the backcourt violation. Now here's Tim Kazicic. Kanisic backing down Leslie Robinson, tries laying one up, air ball, and it's turned over to CJ Trotter. Trotter goes in, and he's fouled.
PointStreak gone out to a 10-point lead with 6 minutes to play in the fourth period.
Trotter's first shot, straight into the basket. Quincy Okulier will sub out. On to replace him is Benizoku Agunwie. Trotter nails the second one. 99-87. PointStreak has opened it up on the Lions.
Thanks to the help of a 12-point run, it was tied at 87. The Lions have gone cold.
Here's Tim Kazicic. Melvin Mitchell. Chev Whalen. Whalen steps back. Way off the mark on an air ball. And Raymond Jarrett started in transition up to CJ Trotter. Nice catch and finish.
Let's go! PointStreak on a 14-0 run, up 101-87. 5:28 to go in the quarter. We'll be back to finish the fourth period after this. The Global Basketball Summer League from Las Vegas. Next game? Can you get one more? Can you get me one?
Yeah.
Derek, what you want?
5:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It is PointStreak open things up on the Lions. It's been a close game the whole time, but now it is 101-87. PointStreak with the lead, as the Lions offense has gone cold. Kazicic to inbound, having trouble finding someone, finds Emil Clayton up the court. Looks at Salter, instead takes it to the lane himself. Couldn't finish this time, but does get the foul.
I don't know that Clayton knows how to share the ball.
He's done well in that first half, just taking it to the lane. And this half, looks like the PointStreak has figured out how to stop that. Let's pick up the foul here, though.
Clayton had a big man down low. He could have figured out a way to bounce past to or wrap around, and it didn't happen. And of course, he's getting a point at the free throw line, which is the name of the game, score points.
That man was Ian Salter, who's also back into the game with Kazicic. Clayton knocks both the free throws down. Is shooting from the charity strike quite well in this game. Gerald Colds in for PointStreak. Colds sends it across for Giles. Down to Zane Knowles, working on Salter. Knowles took the traveling call there. And nowhere to go with that ball.
Knowles got in trouble down low, didn't pass it in time, too many steps. Ball goes to the Lions.
Lions need to make something happen off the turnover here. Clayton over to Salter. A foul called there on Leslie Robinson for PointStreak. Away from the ball. So Kazic will take it out of bounds. Okulie is going to come in for Leslie Robinson. Bonaziko Agunwie into the game now. Couldn't get it off. Okulie on the steal. Back to Okulie. Here's the flush from the big man.
Great transition basketball by PointStreak as they extend their lead to 103-89.
Emil Clayton over to Tim Kazic. Travels into the lane, picks it back out for Selter. Long two, off the back iron. Agunwie couldn't finish it off. Clayton saves the ball, tiptoes the line, stays in bounds, shoots one. That's good. 2-pointer. Gerald Colds taking over at point guard for the PointStreak. Wood Giles down to Zane Knowles, and that's good off the pick and roll.
PointStreak definitely the team more disciplined down the stretch.
Kazic posts up. A foul was called before the drive. So Lions will have it out of bounds. Okulie will sub out. Shard Gibson comes in. Inbounded to Emil Clayton. Clayton, the long jumper. That's good.
Clayton's going to need some help if the Lions are going to get back in this contest.
105-93 the score. PointStreak continues to lay things on. Here's Zane Knowles working on Salter. And back to the top it goes. A turnover as an offensive foul was called down low.
Turnover is never a good thing, and especially late in the fourth quarter, they seem to get magnified, but PointStreak does have a 12-point cushion.
.42 left here in the fourth quarter. Emil Clayton throws it all the way across for Kazic. Kazic has it poked away there, but Clayton bails him out. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Clayton takes a deep three off the front of the iron, and corralled there by Gerald Colds.
The Lions don't have enough time on their side to be wasting the entire shot clock.
Colds for Agunwie. Over to the side there, smooth jumper from Raymond Jarrett.
Jarrett with the nice step back to get behind the arc. Drain the three.
Melvin Mitchell. Chad Whalen. Two's way off the mark. Salter on the rebound. Clayton tries a three. That's good. Splash for Emil Clayton.
Lions are going to need a lot more of that with only 2:35 to play.
Gerald Colds trying to get around Clayton. Had it poked away for a second. Now Zane Knowles has it underneath the basket. Counted and the foul. Zane Knowles had some struggles with fouls in this game, but great play there by him.
Absolutely. It was great down low. Nice move to take the foul and make sure the basket was good.
Inside 3 minutes, we'll take a media timeout. Zane Knowles to complete the three-point play, 107-96 when we come back.
Madison. Are you guys doing anything out here at all? Okay. It's up to you. Unless I'm doing it. Do you want to?
The ref don't come over here and talk about how beautiful you is. We ain't having that moment.
2:24 left. Zane Knowles to shoot a free throw to try to complete a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Off the back iron and corralled by Nashard Walker. Over to Emil Clayton. I'm Casey Rusnak, joined by Sean Wally. 109-96. PointStreak leads the London Lions. Salter listening up on Knowles, kicks it back out. Melvin Mitchell, 2 seconds left on the shot clock, throws up a wild one, hit the rim, Knowles corrals it. And Salter will foul Raymond Jarrett. Inside 2 minutes we go. And they have a problem with the floor again. It's scuffed up out there. Did this a few times so far in these first two games. Take a quick break to wipe it up. Gerald Colds working on Emil Clayton. Colds sends it over. Jarrett for three, that's off. Corralled by the Lions. Melvin Mitchell. Over to Emil Clayton. Clayton tries dribbling into the lane, has it pockets picked by Cold. In transition, here comes Richard Gibson. Couldn't get it home. Good defense from Melvin Mitchell to get back. Now Zane Knowles, a short jumper, off the mark. And taken on by Alan Payne. Payne tripped up from behind by Agunwie. That'll be a foul.
The Lions running out of time. Only 1:18 left, down 109-96. Definitely desperation mode for the London Lions.
13-point lead. Lions still playing hard, though. Payne will inbound. Melvin Mitchell over to Salter in the lane. Nice move from Salter just to flip that ball in while still in the air.
Good play, almost a pseudo give and go.
Gerald Colds is gonna start to work the clock here. Inside a minute left, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Colds behind the back pass to Zane Knowles, and he's fouled. Nice pass from Gerald Colds.
Great vision by Coles and the wherewithal and the skill to go behind the back.
Knowles trying to finish this game strong. Shooting two. Off the back iron, still hasn't figured out that free throw shot yet. And finally, he gets one to go. 1 for 3 shooting free throws is Zane Knowles. 48 seconds left. Clayton's going to push the floor. Unable to get through all the traffic, turned over to PointStreak. Jarrett, I try to throw the alley-oop there. Colds collects it and banks it home. Turned over, trying to get that one down low to Salter. Zane Knowles on the steal, dribbling up himself. Throws one in, counted, and the foul. Say Knowles again has a chance for a three-point play. He has come alive here late.
Knowles putting in some good work in the final couple minutes. Game's not over till the clock says 0-0, and that's definitely what Knowles is thinking.
Melvin Mitchell was trying to draw the charge there, and he was definitely standing still, but I believe he was in the restricted area is what they called. He thought he was outside, but again, just having a heel on that line is enough to call a blocking foul if your feet are planted on the ground there. And Knowles hits his second straight free throw. That'll make it 115-98 in favor of PointStreak. 25 seconds left. Allen Payne up the floor. Working on Knowles. Has it stripped by Knowles. Great defense, and Knowles is going to dribble again. Nice between the legs move there. Knowles going to take it all the way. Layup no good. Jarrett collects the rebound though. 10 seconds left. He can just run it out. He'll dribble right back in front of his head coach there. 5 seconds left. Jarrett just showing off some dribbling there. That's going to do it. 115-98. PointStreak with the win over the London Lions. Your final score. 115-98. Great game there for a while, but PointStreak had the legs in the fourth quarter.
Exactly that. They had the most energy. They played the most team-oriented game, and they came out on top. It was a close contest for 3 periods, and somehow PointStreak found a way.
So 115-98, your final score. Casey Rusnak for Sean Wally. Stick around. We'll have a quick post-game interview coming up. Not yet. We've been talking.
What teams were these that were playing?